Back then, I would be trading these prop firm accounts, knowing that I still have to pay for my rent. I'm sure many of you already have your finances in check, but for the majority of people, also we don't make a lot of money. So each prop firm account could be a lot of money that we're using in order to make more money, and that's the risk involved, and we know that. But one of the things that I found myself realizing is that if I'm using money that I don't really have because I'm not on top of my finances, right? So I don't have that ready for, let's say, September, right? And I'm buying 5, 10 evaluation accounts. Of course, I don't have that type of money. I only buy one, but if I don't even have the money to pay for my bills, I find out that my trading will also be behind. So that TikTok account, my YouTube shorts have been a little bit delayed because I've been trying to get on top of my finances before I buy another evaluation account. And I think it's been a couple months since I bought an account, but I've been working really hard on trying to cut down on, spending, find areas in where I can save money. And I think if you were to do a little bit of analyzing and looking for it, I think you'll find it. I have a Wi-Fi right at Frontier, and for the 500 up and down plan, I was paying $64.99, and when I first got it, it was $39.99 with auto pay or something like that, and it went from $40 to $65. So that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add up the totals, that's 25 extra per month times 12. Let's say, I don't know, $300. I don't know. You do the math, but that's 300 extra bucks that could be going back to my pockets. Where can it be going to? I don't know. Maybe you have car debt that you can pay off a little bit faster. Maybe you don't have a savings account. Maybe you can fund your emergency savings account so that just in case you don't have a job, you have a couple months to find another job. I don't know. Maybe you need to fill your Roth IRA or this month's contribution to hit the limit each year so you can secure your retirement. Right, so you don't have to worry about money when you're 60, 70 years old. Maybe you want to buy a prop firm account and start an evaluation. So these accounts are not cheap, right? So it's like $100, but then you still have $200 left over. Where can it go, right? So I know there's a lot of areas maybe in your finances that you can check, right? But it just takes time. But the good thing is that it only takes one comprehensive check that could save you a lot of money. So I was able to actually drop my $64 payment, or $65, down to $30, right? So it was 40, it went down to 60, or it went up to 65, and then it went back down to 30, right? And that's because I took the time to tell my Wi-Fi provider, I seriously can't afford this. What other plans do you guys have that I can use? And they were able to give me that $30 plan. So that's $35, and I'm actually going to give you the exact amount. So that's $35 a month that I'm saving. That goes back to me, saving $420 every year on income that I can use freely. Another area is if I were to have a $400 car payment, right? If I didn't have that car payment and my car was paid off, obviously that's the dream, that's the goal, I guess. That's another $400 extra that goes back to you. $4,800 that goes back to you. Now the question is, what do you do with that money for you to get ahead of your money in your personal finances so that you're not behind on your bills, so that you actually have money to use and not have to worry about how you're gonna get more money for the next bill, okay? And that ties into day trading, because I know many of us are buying these evaluation accounts week by week because we keep on blowing it up because we're not doing the right things. And that secretly adds up a lot of money. For me personally, I've been trying, like I said, I've been trying really hard to get on top of my finances before I buy another valuation account. But now when I do buy that account, it's coming from a place where I'm not behind anymore. Coming from a place where I'm actually ahead, right? So if my finances are ahead, I think that my trading will also be ahead, right? So that means entering the market before the actual move occurs, which is pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting concept that there is a way for you to get in the market before the big move actually occurs.